Fresh turmoil is erupting inside the British royal family after explosive new allegations surfaced about Sarah Ferguson, Andrew, and their daughters, Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie. According to royal author Andrew Lownie, speaking in an interview with The Mirror, the York family is once again under intense scrutiny following the release of the updated edition of his controversial book entitled The Rise and Fall of the House of York. Lownie's claims have reignited long-standing questions about royal finances, privileges, and internal tensions within the monarchy. He alleges that Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie were asked to submit a financial audit, reportedly linked to King Charles and Prince William, but the sisters allegedly refused the demand. The claims have sparked a fresh wave of debate over how far the royal family should go in regulating the finances of non-working royals, and whether the York sisters are still benefiting from royal status while stepping away from official duties. According to Andrew Lownie's comments to The Mirror, tensions surrounding the York family have been building for some time, especially after Andrew Mountbatten Windsor and Sarah Ferguson were stripped of their royal titles. Lownie claims that despite losing official status, questions about the financial independence of Beatrice and Eugenie have continued to circulate. He suggests the sisters are still viewed by critics as part of a gray zone within the royal structure, neither fully working royals nor completely removed from royal privilege. The author alleges that this ongoing uncertainty has created friction within royal circles, particularly among senior royals who are reportedly concerned about reputational damage. These claims have not been independently verified, but they have already triggered widespread media attention and renewed scrutiny of the York family's public roles. One of the most controversial claims in the updated book involves Sarah Ferguson herself. Lownie alleges that Sarah may be negotiating for a royal pension arrangement, potentially in exchange for avoiding a public tell-all interview. Speaking to The Mirror, the royal author suggested that Ferguson's future role within royal circles remains uncertain, describing it as a negotiation over whether she remains connected to the monarchy or is pushed further out. He also claims there was a divided approach within the royal family, with King Charles reportedly showing a more sentimental stance, while Prince William and Princess Catherine are said to favor distancing the institution from reputational risks. These claims highlight ongoing internal disagreements over how to manage controversial royal figures. Lownie further alleges that behind-the-scenes arrangements may have been made involving Andrew and his daughters, suggesting that their continued proximity to royal life may be tied to private understandings within the family. According to the author, there may have been expectations that Beatrice and Eugenie would be supported or protected in exchange for resolving tensions surrounding Andrew's departure from Royal Lodge. However, these claims remain unverified and have not been officially acknowledged by Buckingham Palace. The allegations have reignited comparisons between the treatment of different royal households, with Lownie also referencing perceived double standards between the York sisters and other non-working royals, including the Sussexes. The updated edition of entitled The Rise and Fall of the House of York also revisits a series of earlier explosive claims about Andrew's behavior, including allegations of misconduct, financial excess, and controversial associations. Among the claims repeated in the book are reports of demands allegedly made during royal overseas trips and accusations tied to his past connections with Jeffrey Epstein. Lownie also suggests that Sarah Ferguson's relationship with Epstein remains a point of controversy, citing alleged interactions years after she publicly distanced herself from him. The author further argues that the Epstein-related revelations have significantly damaged the royal family's reputation, creating what he describes as a fractured internal dynamic that is still unresolved today. Lownie also claims that internal relationships within the royal family remain deeply strained, pointing to incidents involving Andrew, his staff, and even family interactions that reportedly reflect long-standing tension. He suggests that despite public silence, the royal family continues to face unresolved questions about accountability, transparency, and internal decision-making. According to his remarks to The Mirror, there is still confusion over how much senior royals knew about past controversies and when action should have been taken. These claims have not been responded to by Buckingham Palace, but they add another layer of pressure on an already sensitive royal narrative involving the York family. Looking ahead, Andrew Lownie says he is already working on a follow-up book, focusing again on Andrew and Sarah Ferguson, indicating that further allegations may emerge in the future. He argues that only greater transparency within the monarchy, potentially through a formal royal financial register, could prevent future controversies and restore public trust. As debate continues, the royal family now finds itself under renewed scrutiny, with questions about finances, titles, and internal agreements once again dominating headlines across the UK and beyond.